everyone, I'm Joe from Joe's Collector's Corner. I'm a part-time online reseller selling on platforms such as Depop, Vinted, eBay primarily, Facebook, things like that, anywhere where I can make a sale. Another week has gone by, maybe even 2 weeks. Hay fever has gotten the best of me and I've been pretty much just full of cold. Can barely breathe out my nose all the time. Still feeling pretty rough now, but I've been to a car boot and we have got a lot of stuff and I think we're going to do really well. In terms of sales, we've also had the best week I've ever had selling my own things. None of it's been donated, it's all been my own stuff. We hit over £400 in total across eBay and Vinted. We did £429.76, which is about 15 quid more than I've ever done before. So I'm really happy with that because the week before was pretty slow and all of a sudden it just picked up massively. Hopefully we can continue that trend. At the end of the video, we'll go through everything that's sold to hit that amount. For now, let's go through what we bought. So we spent £70 in total, finally more than 50. For whatever reason, wherever I go, I spend £50, but today we spent 70. I think we have like 29 individual items or something like that. There's that many items, I'm going to do them in kind of bunches, so I'll bunch them all together and we'll do them in categories. So first things first, we've got trainers, shoes, boots, things of that nature. We've also got a football shirt, so we'll do that first. We picked up a Liverpool, I think it's 2011 third kit. Really nice actually. White and blue, really cool. Adidas, real, it's got the Barclays Premier badge on the side. The only issue I've noticed, which is probably why it was so cheap, was there is some yellow, don't want to know what it is, staining on the white football shirt. Have you guys got any recommendations for cleaning white football shirts and getting any marks out of them? There'll be some product that I've just never tried, but if you've got any recommendations, please let me know. I might also pop that on Instagram and hopefully we'll get a response. So that's the only item of clothing we bought. Let's go round with the shoes. We bought a pair of Adidas high tops, which is a first for me. I've never even seen anything like this before, but they're just kind of like fur lined, super basic with a nice little Adidas tag on the bottom. Yeah, really good condition, nice tongue. I've got no idea on the value of these, but I thought they were quite cool. I wasn't sure if they were real or not, but I'm 99% sure they are. Then they don't come with the original box, but they've got a box with them, so I'll throw them in with it. But yeah, I like the Nike Blazers, and I've never seen Adidas kind of equivalents, so I thought I've got to pick them up for a couple of quid. Hopefully there'll be some value in them. Next, first time I've bought a pair of these. Most hideous looking shoes I've ever seen, but people seem to love them. Nike, the 97s, Nike Air Max 97s, in like a weird grey cream colour. Yeah, the value for these kind of shoes seem to be all over the place. Some sell for loads, some sell for nothing. I don't know why. I don't know if some are clearly fake or not, but I think these are real. Really good condition. Just need a quick wipe. And then yeah, not sure on the value, but I'm sure there'll be something in it. Let's go with these football boots. Again, no idea on the value, but they had two pairs of football boots. One were full plastic. These had metal studs, so I went with these. Nike Hypervenoms, first time I've had these. They've got a really cool skull on the side of them. Really, really bright. You know, you'll not get missed in them. And I think they're a decent size as well. They're, let's find out. Yeah, they're a UK size 7, so they're not too small, so hopefully they'll have some decent value as well. Now these, I think I paid up probably too much for these. I think it was like 6 quid. Ralph Lauren Polo plimsolls, but they are really good condition. There's a little bit of fade on the white and around the back here where the leather's been, so I don't know if they've chucked them in the wash maybe. For some reason as well, the bottom has gone furry, so I don't know what's going on there, but we'll try and clean that and probably aim for 20 on these and sell them as like new. But yeah, definitely paid up on them, but I just thought they would look nice, so they'll probably sell quite quick. Let's go with these. I bought a pair of figure skates, a bit bigger than the ones I normally get, and also a different brand. So these are OXEIO, so you know, you tell me how to pronounce that because I've got no idea. But I've done really well on the Graph Bolero ones. I seem to get consistently 30 plus postage for them. So I figured I'd give it a go. They didn't cost me too much. So, you know, with any luck, 20 or more, and I'll be happy with that. But yeah, overall, really good condition as well, to say they're kind of like a leather white shoe as well, or boot. Skates even, yeah, skates I guess. Now the last pair of shoes, by far my favourite, cost me £10. They are a pair of Gore-Tex Timberland boots, trucker boots. Really good condition, really nice. Just need a quick wipe to get some of the mud off. But overall, really nice condition. This is the first pair of Gore-Tex shoes I've ever had. I always look out for them and I can just never find them, but I know Gore-Tex does well, the waterproofing stuff, and the actual Timberland inside. Like these have probably been worn a couple of times because the actual Timberland logo on the bottom is pretty much mint. But yeah, size 10 I think, UK 10, really nice. Just need a quick wipe to get some of the mud off. Really happy with that. I can definitely see us times in, you know, 10 by 4, 40, 50 maybe. I think if we can get them really clean, I'm going to aim for 50. But there's not that many on there on eBay, to be fair, so I'm not entirely sure on the value. So that's all the trainers and things. I'm going to go grab some more stuff because it's all over there. I filled half the bedroom up, and then we'll go through that. I don't normally buy much plush. Like if it's Pokemon, I'll go for it, and sometimes there's some value. A lot of times there isn't. I bought 5 items today. Some of them I think are a fail. Some of them might be quite good. First things first, this might be one of the fails. It's a Jurassic Park Triceratops. Let me check the year on it. Oh, it's Jurassic World, sorry. So it's one of the newer ones. I tried to find a sold listing and I saw one for 99p, but it was only a quick search and I probably didn't put the right terms in. But yeah, this might be a bit of a flop, but it's Jurassic World, so somebody's going to want it. Hopefully we'll get a £5 for it, but it might be a 99p sale. Who knows? Now this, I'm not entirely sure on the value of this because I've not looked for the exact one. I've not checked the date on it, but it's Hasbro. It's a massive Baloo, which is huge. But yeah, really cool, really clean. I bought this guy, and I bought a talking, lots of hugging bear, £4 each. This one's working. Well, it was working. Ah, he was set to try me, that's why. So yeah, he does work after some fails, but these are all over the place. I'm going to aim top end 25 on this, and then I'm not sure about the blue. It might be a £15 plush. It's massive, so I need to make sure I do find the right one and not create a sell similar off of a smaller one. Now this, I've got no idea what this is, and it's probably not worth anything, but it's an ugly doll. Hasbro ugly doll. And you know, they're right, it is ugly. Oh, is Ugly Dolls that film that came out? Maybe it is. Not sure why I bought this. Might have some value. I've not checked it yet, but you know, we'll get a couple of quid for it, I guess. Might be able to shift it on Vinted. And then finally, the best plush I bought, which I had no idea what this was, is called Rex the Runt. And it's a vintage, quite rude Aardman's animation plush, new with tags. It does need a clean. I saw a sold comp for this. It was a set of 4 for £120, so they had each character. Right. He's talking to me down there. Not creepy at all. But yeah, £120 for a set of 4. This might be a £40 plush for all I know. It just needs a good clean and some actual research, so, or some better research. So I'll have a good dig around on eBay. I didn't find just this one listed. I only saw the sold for all of them, so I might have to make up a price on this. But hopefully, we might get 30 quid for something that costs like £1.50. That was pretty much a guess. So that'd be really cool. I've got most of it here, so we'll go through as much as I can, and then I'll grab some more as well. Let's see, what did we do? We bought a Sony Walkman. No idea on the value of this, but it looks quite cool. Very, very retro. I've not checked the model number yet, but it is a jog-proof G protection Walkman DEJ625. I've not tested it out yet, but it looks pretty clean. I bought some other stuff with it that was also extremely clean, so I think for the £1 I paid, I'm probably safe. My money's safe with that. We bought a couple more calculators, which are the same model as the one I got the other week from Car Boot, but they're in pink. I don't think they've got the same amount of value though, even though they are exactly the same but different colour. So I'll probably bundle these together, try and get a tenner for them. You never know. I know the exams are kind of over now, but hopefully they'll sell in time for the new school year. We bought some top trumps. These are the European Football Stars set. I think they're 2004, and if they've got Ronaldo in them, they'll probably sell for upwards of 12. There was a crazy amount of value in them. I don't know if they're complete. That's the main thing. In fact, these might be different to the ones I was looking at. So let's have a quick flick through, see if we can find anybody we recognise. I mean, Steven Gerrard's in there. Buffon, Michael Ballack, Deco, Van Persie. These are pretty old. Thierry Henry. Torres, Cristiano Ronaldo, there he is. So he is in it. So hopefully, if I can find the exact set and count the cards, make sure there's enough or what there's meant to be, we might get some decent value for that. Again, I think it was like 50p, so definitely not going to lose money anyway. We bought a couple of just bread and butter PS4 games. We got Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition and Wolfenstein The Old Blood. I think they're about £7 or £8 games. Bundled them together and got them a bit cheaper, so there is some value to be made in them. Next, this was an interesting set. So I picked up, there was a stack of DS games, not many. I picked out Animal Crossing and Super Mario. Asked for a price on them, and she just said, don't you want to take everything for a £5? And it turns out there were Nintendogs with, is it Nintendogs that had 2 other games with it? There we go. There was Nintendogs with Nintendogs in. There's a Brain Training, which I think has got the cartridge missing. But then there's another Nintendogs, Sega Superstars Tennis, and then also Guitar Hero on tour with the guitar, and a pink DS Lite without the charger, but the hinge is intact. It's got battery, which is, look, I didn't actually test it, I don't think. But yeah, it's got battery, it's got full battery. And it just needs the stickers taken off and a good wipe. If we can get a charger for this, I think this might be worth 30, and then we've just got a stack of games. So I think I'll sell some of them individually and then probably bundle some with this and try and drive the price up a bit. We just need to find a charger for it. So yeah, that was unexpected. I wasn't expecting, oh, in fact it's got the original pick on it as well. Yeah, I was only expecting to buy 2 games. Came out with like 5 and a DS for a £5, so I was really happy with that. This was a complete guess. It's a Vtec Mobigo, which basically looks like a younger kid's Nintendo DS. I think, there we go, it slides up into a keyboard. It's not got the original charger with it, but it does have battery. Not a whole lot of value in them though. It looks like it might be worth about 10 quid, but it was just a guess. I thought, you know, Vtec, this probably costs a fortune brand new, but there's just not a market for it second hand, which is a shame, but you know, that does happen. I bought, this might be a bit of a fail, a Shuvington train because I shook it and it was full of vehicles. I opened it up and none of them are the original trains. So 4 of them are just made in China cars, and then there's a little Disney Pixar's car, so it might be worth £1. It might be worth going in the bin. There is a Dodge, what is a Dodge Durango car, Mattel, I'll check it. And then this weird thing, which is not complete, but it is a super old, made in England, Lone Star Dune buggy. So I'm actually going to have a look at that because it looks ancient and the wheels are like super thin. It's really rusty, but it might be worth a bit of money. It's probably worth pennies, but you never know. So hopefully I can get my money back on the empty Chuggington thing. If this was full of trains, I know they fetch like £40–30. It's not, but the actual case itself is in really good condition. So hopefully somebody's got some trains, they want to be able to store it, and they can store it in this. Again, this is a, just going, it was that cheap I wasn't going to walk away from it. I bought a pair of car seat mounted DVD players. Alba 7-inch widescreen monitors. Alba's not a great brand, but it was £2. It's got like the original carry bag, and it's got all sorts of stuff, remotes, wires, just things everywhere. Right, is this a bigger? This might even be a bigger version. Is that the same thing? No, it's definitely got an extra thing on it. So what's the difference here? Is that, oh, okay, so I think you play the DVDs through this one, and then you just wire this one into it, and then it both plays on both. That's really interesting, actually. I thought they were just separate units, but no. So yeah, £2. Might be worth 20, might be worth more. I've got no idea. I need to actually do some research and make sure I've got all the wires for it. But it was that cheap that, you know, it was worth a punt. Final item of the day, which I thought was probably the buy of the day, which now might be a bit of a flop. Or, well, not really a flop, but there's just not as much value as I was thinking. I bought this massive case. Well, I saw this case sitting on the table, and I just needed to know what was in it, because you do, you know, what could it be? It could be anything. It is a case with a vintage film camera set. Half of it is new, some of it is used. It's got a tripod, it's got the camera, it's got a flash, it's got all sorts of little gubbins and attachments. There's a bit of peel on the lens here, but the actual looking through the viewfinder and the inside of the camera is super clean. Now I checked the flash, and the battery compartment is really corroded, so that needs a good clean and to figure out if we can actually get it working. And the tripod and some other bits. And so I looked at the camera, and it's a Tamashi FMD system motor drive, which is almost worthless. So I think I paid £5 for this huge thing full of stuff. I think it sells for about £5, maybe even less. But because it's complete with all these other attachments, if I can get the flash working, I'm either going to check the flash individually or just try and bundle this whole thing and maybe get 20 or 30 quid on it. It's probably not worth that, but I think I'll be able to get my £5 back. And I might even be able to try it on an auction. You never know. People do like to collect old film cameras, and if it's a full set like that ready to go with all the attachments, I think it's probably got to be worth more than £5. But you never know. So guys, I hope you enjoyed finding out what I bought at the car boot. It's actually been quite a long video already, but we'll quickly run through everything that sold this weekend to make £429, so the best week we've ever had. Let's start with eBay, and then we'll do Vinted at the end, mainly because it's a pain to try and find out what I actually sold on Vinted. But here we go. First sale of the weekend, which is the biggest sale I've ever had, the most profit I've ever had. I finally made over £100 profit on one item. Was a Google Home Nest Hub Max. It was new, but I tested it and it was working. It booted into the home screen. That went all in for £132. We then sold a Bouncing Tigger 2009 Fisher Price talking tailspin. There's none on eBay. I made a price $17.99 plus postage, and it sold really quick, so I might have underpriced that, but there's none online, so I just can't gauge a price. We then sold the Megatron Transformer. Big shout out to Master of Pieces Ian. I know he loves his Transformers, and I messaged him and he helped me figure out which one it was, and we ended up getting 28 plus postage on that. Took a little bit of an offer, and it went pretty quick, so I'm happy with that. It wasn't complete. I put it down as about 95% because there's about 3 or 4 pieces missing, but you know, it went for £30.99, so I was really happy with that. Just a complete guess as well. I just thought it looked like not just a typical cheap Transformer, and it was worth a go. We then sold Lord of the Rings DVD Trivial Pursuit, brand new and sealed. That went full price, $22.99. I had that on Vinted as well, and it's had loads of favourites and people offering, you know, will you take £8 for it? I've obviously declined them all, and it did go for full price eventually, so it was worth waiting around for. We then sold Godzilla vs. Kong, a huge 10-inch Funko Pop vinyl, just like that. That went for £21 plus $4.99 postage. This was a crazy sale. I sold if you've seen it on Instagram, you probably already know, but I sold a vintage 90s Puma rucksack. that I bought for 20 pence. 20 pence, I couldn't believe it. And I sold it, I just made up a price. I sold it for £29.39 all in. So £25 plus postage. Crazy. 20p. Madness. I then sold a pair of Adidas Predators on offer. They went for £30 plus postage. I think I had them up for the top end 35. Took an offer at 30. That's what I'd been sending out to other people. It had quite a few watches, but nobody accepted it. And then somebody sent me an offer of £30, so I thought, you know, I'm going to snap that up. And there we go. Good flip on them. We then sold a pair of men's Adidas Climber Cool, kind of like hiking running shoes. I got them in a bundle of shoes for £5. Sent an offer out and they went for £24.99 all in. Really happy with that. £5 for 3 pairs of shoes and I got 25 on them. So really good profit. This was just to get rid of it, get it out of the box. Whoa, our light's gone. We sold Shaun of the Dead Blu-ray, £3, free postage. So I think I make about 50p. But you know, it gets it out of the box. I can put a better game there now. And it'll probably be some easy feedback. It was like new, so I can't see them complaining. We then sold Remember Me for the PlayStation 3. That went on offer for £10 all in. Poliwhirl official Pokemon plush from 1998. That went on offer for £8.50 plus postage. I think I had 2 of them. One went for £7.50 a couple of months ago. This one's gone for £8.50. Happy with that. And finally, another Hot Wheels Monster Jam monster truck sold. £9.99 plus postage. So I think from that bundle, I sold 6 for 20, and then I had 3 that are all £10 each plus postage, and 2 of them have sold now. So that was a really good, you know, really good pickup for £1 a car. I've made 40 so far. That's everything that's sold on eBay. Let's find out what sold on Vinted. I don't think I actually mentioned how much I made on eBay and Vinted. So on eBay we made £357.79. Vinted £71.97, which for a week on Vinted is really good for me. First sale on Vinted was £10 plus postage, a pair of Nike Phantom Ghost Lace football boots. I thought they were going to have some value because they were really interesting looking, but they didn't. But they went on Vinted with no fees for £12.99, so I can't complain at that. So our second sale was a pair of Nike Profit running shorts. They went for £20.99 all in. Picked them up in a bundle of clothes and shoes, and just kind of gauged the price from eBay. It's really hard to find the exact one, and I couldn't. So I went for 20, sent an offer out on Vinted, and they went for 18 plus postage. Final sale, really good sale, sold within 24 hours. I had it on eBay and on Vinted, and it's gone on offer on Vinted for more than I'd get on eBay after fees anyway. Was the pair of Adidas Forest Hills. What's that weird noise outside? Yeah, so the pair of Adidas Forest Hills rare grey, yellow, blue sole shoes. They went on offer for £35 plus postage, and I think eBay, the top sale was £39. Sold comp, I think there was only one, and it was £39. So £35, no fees. Really happy with that. That's everything that sold this week. Hopefully we'll have another good week. We've got some really good items to get prepping for next week, and bring in some more sales. So I hope you guys had a good week. Hope you had some good sales too, or went to a boot sale and got some cool stuff. I'll see you all next week.